Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video with me ABM Farhan. The Apple event just wrapped up and we have a lot to talk about, so let's get started. So it was September 14th, the California streaming Apple event of 2021. We were expected to have a lot of announcements today, and that's exactly what we got. First up, I will have to say that the production quality was top notch. Like, Apple just made it feel like a straight up 1 hour movie, and yeah, it was that good. Now that out of the way, let's talk about the first announcement that took place today. And the first announcement was the iPads. So the base model iPad got a bit of a processor change, like usual. We got a newer A13. I say newer, but like in quotes, a A13 Bionic chipset, which is still a powerful chipset, even though it's from like about 2 years from now, right? Yeah, it's around 2 years old. Then after that, we also got the iPad mini. Now it got the change that it really needed. First of all, the new redesign really does suit the iPad mini. I mean, smaller bezels, smaller footprint, bigger display, and touch ID on top of the screen. Like, everything feels so modern here. We also get the same chipset as the iPhone 12. Yeah, iPhone 13, the A15 Bionic, and that makes the iPad mini the most powerful iPad in whole the lineup of iPads which are being sold today in 2021. Not only that, we also get the new center stage front facing camera which we saw on the iPad Air, and so this is a great and welcome change. Also, I forgot to mention, this center stage feature is also now available on the iPad, the base model iPad. But something that is not a welcome change, well, it's the price tag of the iPad mini. I feel like that $499 is bit of a stretch for 64 GB. Also, starting it out with 128 GB, that would have been also really great. But we have to work with what we have got. Aside from the iPad announcements, the next set of announcements that we got were related to fitness and health. And yeah, you guessed it, new Apple Watch Series 7. The Apple Watch Series 7 looks exactly like all the years, except at the front, we now have a bigger display which is claimed to be 50% bigger than older generations. It curves all around the display at the front, and to be honest, it does look good. I am kind of skeptical about using that on the older design, which by the way, I am not a huge fan of. Great designs, especially made by Huawei, Samsung, does really showcase how old and outdated this Apple Watch design is. We also have better durability, better, IP ratings, dust ratings, water ratings, and etc. We also get the new watchOS 8 and such. Apple also made a great deal about their Fitness Plus, and to be honest, the promo did look really good to me, and yeah, that seems like a really good service that is provided by Apple. Aside from the Apple Watch and iPads, I know what you all have been waiting for. Let's talk about the new iPhones. The iPhone 13 and the 13 mini now starts at the same price as earlier, as well as the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro Max. Let's first talk about the iPhone 13. So the iPhone 13 now has a new set of colors, newer front and back visual designs, and larger camera sensors, accompanied with a great processor. Starting off with the colors, we now have a pink which got added to the lineup. Along with that, we have the regular set of colors which are red, white, black, as well as the Pacific blue. Now, the iPhone 13 has a rearranged camera set on the rear facing side of things. We have like diagonal, you might say, yeah, a diagonal set of cameras. So like it was on a straight line last year, now it's just diagonal, and other than that, we also have a larger sensor area for the camera. So yeah, other than that, there isn't much of visual changes here. Now, another welcome change is the smaller notch. The notch has been kind of infamous for being too huge in 2020 and 2019, but fortunately we do get a smaller one, but by not a huge margin. When we compare this with other phones on the market, such as the S20 series or any other series in the Android market, the notch is still huge. But for iPhone users, I think this will be a big change. We also get a brighter display which goes up to 1200 nits, better HDR capabilities and such. The highlighted part of the whole announcement was the cameras and the processors. The 13 series throughout will use the A15 Bionic chipset, which is, like as Apple claims, 40% faster than older generations and such. It is also power efficient and provides greater processing power for the cameras. Now the cameras this year are a huge upgrade. We get cinematographic video mode, we get pro video, we get larger sensors for great night mode. We now have portrait cinematic video, which is actually like allows us to recreate movie like or cinematic like shots right at home with just minimal setup. The quality is just that good and crisp. The sensor resolution still is the same 12 megapixel, but yeah, the larger sensor will help in low light situations. Well, I think that wraps it all up. I know I haven't talked about anything in detail, but this is just a quick overview of everything that have been announced in the Apple event. So wait for my greater in-depth video for all of the announcements made today. So that has been it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe and leave a like down below. And that's me signing off. See you in the next one.